Okay, so, look, not every place and situation is going to invoke questions, and that's okay. Not everything will, because we're all different. We all have different needs at different times. And it's really important not to get down on ourselves or on the students if a certain place or moment that we thought would be of opportunity turns out not to be. It's okay, because there's an infinite number of new ones coming. And it's also really important to understand the difference between our questions and their questions, because they're not always the same. And one of the times that was hammered home to me, this was about, let's see, our oldest daughter, Bassie, is 17, and she was probably about 9, so about 8 years ago. She came home one day, and she threw her book bag down, and stormed into the family room, and sat down in front of the TV, and said, "It's not fair. There's just too much homework." And my wife, Becky, said to her, "Well, honey, if you've got a lot of homework, I'll help you with it, and I'm sure we can get through it, but if there really is a lot of homework, maybe now isn't the time to be watching TV." And Bassie kind of looked at her and scowled, and, "Ema, there's just so much." And she said, "Well, okay, so why don't you let me help you? Because if I were you, I really would do my homework first and then watch TV later." And Bassie turned around and said, "No, Ema, if you were me, you'd be watching TV right now." And she was right. We often use the phrase, "if I were you," and what we really mean is, "if you were me." Now, it's okay, because as teachers, as people of intellectual, spiritual, psychological, even moral authority, we do sometimes have relationships, and it's appropriate, where we're able to say, "If you were me, I want you, my students, to take in some piece of my wisdom, my life, my insight, my passion." And that's great. But it's really important to know when we're doing that, that that's an act of saying to them, "if you were me," not "if I were you." When we say to someone, "if I were you," what should come next is, "tell me about you," not "let me tell you what I think you need to know."